Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another SEC team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Kick bounces out of the back to the end. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. We call the counter run here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's another good job here by this defense. And I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The back's got it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, looking to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
They're going to run it here. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Can he keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And the Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Jukes to get past a man. Touchdown, Oregon. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to extend the play. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is good pressure by the defense. And it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
They're going to run it. Throws a stiff arm. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. Looking to throw the football. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. To the air. It's Jean-Pierre. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's looking deep here. Deep shot caught out of the 20.
Oregon 14, Missouri 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. Looking for 6. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Missouri, 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together, they stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
But they got to be thinking about a touchdown here. And I know it's 4th down, but because of the hole that they've dug themselves here in this first half, you got to consider taking a chance here and putting a touchdown up on the board. I think it's worth it.
No hesitation from the head coach. He'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, once in a while, a guy just makes a great play. This defense had nearly everything covered except for the quarterback and his ability to take off with his legs. This is a great scramble by the QB and a nice decision to pull it down and go for the touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Makes a quick grab. Powering through. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Missouri. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. The shotgun running play call. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Pressure is coming. He's escaping the pocket now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The shotgun handoff here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Receiver makes the grab and tackled there by the defense.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Hands off to the left. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaking free at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab made by the tight end, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's a 1st and 10 play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Can he take it all the way? Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Running with purpose.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. It's 3rd down for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? Running with purpose. That's good for a first down near the 40. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking downfield. He makes the grab. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. So they leave points on the field. No field goal attempt. They come up empty, and that'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Short connection to the tight end here.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. To throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It's a good call against man coverage, but the execution made the play there.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Ducks offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the Ducks moving quickly down the field here.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down to keep working clock.
The Ducks are on the move here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The ball is loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 50. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Running out of time in the pocket. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week, all we're telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They call the counter play here. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? 2nd down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off here. Finding space at the 20. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Finds an open target on the left side. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
It's a shotgun run call. And he's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here?
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground trying to run some clock. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks, because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
This running back just not be denied on this run. And as a defender, that's what happens if you don't wrap up a ball carrier. Big plays can break open like this.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just trucks through the defender. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He stays alive. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on.
Looking to throw it deep. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going to take another shot right here. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. At the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Contact as he let the ball go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Breaking tackles. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get.
It is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Ducks. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. It's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.